Hey y'all, welcome back to the truthaboutguns.com video. I'm Jeremy, deputy editor of T-Tag, and today we're going to do the truth about shotgun spread and shotguns for home defense. Perhaps you've watched a movie or a TV show in the past. You've probably gotten the idea that shotguns don't have to be aimed. You just kind of point the loud end in the general direction of the bad guy and pull the trigger and the bad guy goes flying back 8 feet. You know, you can't miss, you can't fail. This is a lie. Here's the truth. With a cylinder bore shotgun, that's no restriction, that helps tighten the shot pattern, which is your standard self-defense setup, you can expect approximately 1 inch of maximum edge-to-edge shot spread per yard of distance to your target. Most of the shot, the majority of the shot, is going to be in about half of that spread. So if you're thinking about what would the farthest distance be inside of your home or in another typical self-defense style situation, maybe 7 yards, that's kind of the rule of thumb, which is 21 feet. With buckshot, you're talking about like a 5-inch spread edge to edge. You have to aim quite precisely. I own a sawed-off side-by-side shotgun, dual hammers, kind of like an old school Wells Fargo thing, 12-inch barrels. No restrictions on those tubes whatsoever. They're just completely open, cut off at the end. It still meets that rule of thumb of like 1 inch spread per yard of distance with standard buckshot. Now, if you go with a fancy buckshot like Federal Flight Control or something where it's actually trying to keep it tighter in there, it's even tighter than that. As for self-defense, shotguns tend to be large and a bit unwieldy. Compared to an AR-15, they're generally slower and harder to shoot and reload, and with usually just a single front sight, they're harder to aim as well. What surprises a lot of people is that buckshot or slugs will penetrate more interior walls or other barriers than, for instance, a high-speed, lightweight .223 round. This is a .308, but I think you get my point. When those hit something, even like drywall, a .223 just tends to disintegrate. So for those reasons, that shotgun that we used to see, you know, riding shotgun in a police cruiser, it's probably been replaced by an AR-15, and it probably should be in your home too. They're lighter, they're easier to aim and use than a shotgun. They reduce the risk of collateral damage because they don't over-penetrate in the same way, and because they're easier to aim. With basically no recoil and, generally speaking, an easily adjustable stock and some sort of a simple-to-use optic or sights as compared to what you find on a shotgun, the AR-15 has proven itself to be the simpler, more effective, more accurate, safer defensive use alternative to a shotgun. So this is why nearly every law enforcement agency in the country has replaced their shotguns with an AR platform gun, and you might want to consider that as well. There you have it, y'all. That is the truth about shotguns, both in how the shotgun shot spreads and in using a shotgun for self-defense or home defense. Thanks for joining us. Please like and subscribe, especially over on Rumble, and we'll see you out here next time.